Hi, I'm Krista Smith. Welcome to the Toronto International Film Festival. We are saving the best for last. I'm with Jessica Chastain, and we are going to talk about her labor of love, this movie. It is so powerful and so controversial in all the best ways because it deals with relationships and men and women and three versions of the truth, right? The truth, your truth, mine, his truth, and the truth, whatever that is, the audience's, called The Disappearance of Eleanor Rigby. And it is such a unique experience because it's one film, obviously, divided into two parts, and depending on which one you get, the lottery that I drew, seeing it this morning, was I saw his version first and then her version. So to say that I could talk to you for more time than you have is an understatement. So I'll just try to keep it, try and keep my thoughts moving forward. But the experience was extraordinary watching this movie. I'm
so glad.
We've all been in relationships, and the unique thing about this film is, yes, it's about a love relationship. It's about a young couple, and you see it, obviously, they start very differently, the her version and the him version. But the him version, we're really introduced to you guys in the throes of being in love, and it's magical, and you're in the city, and everything is right. But what also was really interesting to me in this, other than the love affair, was all the interrelationships with family and with colleagues, and that is something that's also extremely interesting because both of you guys come from families that have a lot of issues that are bubbling under the surface, and I think everyone does. So it's a whole across the board. It was just great, and I didn't go to the bathroom once, and I didn't feel the two. I wanted to see another. I just wanted to see it again and another version. And
it's interesting talking to people because sometimes people see him before her, sometimes people see her before him. It's a project that's made where each film should stand alone. So if you only see one, you only see one. And it should be its own solid piece. But then if you decide you want another perspective of the story, then you go to see the other version. And actually, making the films, it's like playing two different characters. Because in her film, I was playing Eleanor Rigby.
Right.
I fleshed her out. I knew her soul, everything about her. And then in his version, I was playing Connor's perception of Eleanor Rigby. So we would have certain scenes that, there'd be the same scene in both movies, little dialogue changes here and there.
But that's the crux of Men and Women, which is so great, which is the way the dialogue, everyone's talking about it, is because his version of what you said is one thing in his story, and your version of what he said in the same scene. And that's the kind of great, it's such ballsy filmmaking, and it's so great that Ned, who wrote and directed this film, he kept all that in there. So actually you could the audience gets a perspective from the male and then the female, and how it's so subjective, even though everyone's memory is the same.
Yeah, and what is the truth? I mean, in the films we have Connor's truth and we have Eleanor's truth, but, who knows what our emotional state was when we were in that moment. So we can never really know the truth of what happened. We just know what we saw, what we felt.
That's awesome. All right, thanks.
Thanks, honey.